My friend Mike Vardy is with me today. Mike, thank you for being here for this quick video interview. I'm really excited to talk to you.
Thanks for having me here, Dave.
You were just on the show here recently talking about productivity, and I love your ideas. And it's obviously some hard-earned lessons that you've you've developed over the years trying to be productive yourself, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's funny. As we're recording this, my wife has taken off for 10 days to Paris, France. So I'm going to be a single parent productivity guy for the next few days. So it should be interesting to see how that goes down. Maybe I'll have to really take things to the next level. This is like rubber meets
the road productivity time.
Exactly.
So for those who are watching this video right now, I know we all deal with stresses. I know we all deal with a to-do list that's too long for what we have time to get done today. And we're all under pressure for that. What's maybe one thing that we can do today to kind of ease some of that stress and help us get through the day and think more clearly and get more done?
I think one of the biggest things we can do is start to work by mode instead of working by our action list. A lot of people, what they'll do is they'll look at their to-do list, and I know it looks like a huge, overwhelming list of just everything that needs to be done. And what I've found is that when you start to look at the different modes that you have, whether it's email mode, writing mode, planning mode, whatever, we start to group our actions that way, we can start to actually better connect with our tasks and better connect with the tasks on our list. And it's a lot easier than we think to do that. It's not something that, it's actually how we live most of the time. I'm at home. What can I do at home? I'm in errand mode. I'm out doing errands. How can I do my errands? What errands do I need to do? So it's actually the closest thing we can get to multitasking. So I'm challenging people to kind of say, hey, you know what? Look at your list and kind of categorize your list in a way that allow you to work by mode instead of by action. And I think you'll find that if you start to do that, then project-based work kind of becomes third on the line, and then even scheduling can become something that's actually a bit more important, and things tend to stand out a bit more. Your priorities are leveling out, and you can have a really productive.
What you're saying is I'm not doing work necessarily that puts me in like a high focus mode when my energy is at the lowest, right? So I'm not trying to force the square peg into the round hole of how I'm feeling.
Absolutely. I mean, things like low energy mode are things what I use all the time. In fact, what I'll do is I'll pair up low energy modes with more, technical modes like email mode. What emails can I do fairly easily versus which ones are going to take and drain my energy or are going to take more energy to do. This actually helps. You know how we've talked about before where willpower drains throughout the day. If you can kind of gauge how your body and your mind are going to work a little bit better, you actually can be more productive and more effective that way than just trying to go through your list based on what you feel you have to do. You kind of get to do the need to do's and then the want to do's and eliminate all the kind of the questions that lie in between this way.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Well, for the next 2 weeks, you're going to be in single parent mode. So my thoughts and prayers are with you, my friend.
It'll be fine. Again, like I said, the rubber meets the road at this point. And I had somebody say, hey, you know what? I haven't seen a lot of single parent productivity articles, so you may see a few more of those from me over the coming days.
So you have a new training system coming out here real soon. Tell us about that a little bit.
Well, what's going to be happening is I've actually just read my newsletter not too long ago about how I'm leaving GTD behind. I've stopped using it. And what I've done is I've come up with my own kind of formula, through experimentation and so on, that allow you to kind of better connect with your tasks and work, using modes and plan, but also map out your days. And that's coming up. I'm going to be launching that at the end of May. I'm doing a live streaming workshop in Victoria, British Columbia. You can follow me and figure out how to watch that from anywhere in the world. And then we're going to take it to the next level from there and bring it to more people, not just in digital mode, but I want to bring it out in a physical, printable mode that you can take with you and use not just in your business, but productivity is kind of a lifestyle. Like all this stuff relates to life. So that's what I'm working on, and what I've got to kick things off for people, if they're interested, is I've got something for people today if they'd like to kind of kick that off before I even have the thing ready out for people to
Yeah, we're going to put a link to that here in the newsletter so people can access that. I understand it's a free audio training that you're going to give them as well as maybe a PDF too.
Yeah, it's basically what I call the weekly theming guide. So what it does is it allows you to kind of start to lay out your week by the general themes that you want to assign each day to, and there's audio kind of to walk you through the process. So it's kind of like getting a coaching session for me, which is a little bit more involved. But you get to hear me say, hey, here's how you can walk your way through it, and I use my own personal weekly theming process right now, like what I'm actually doing, to kind of help you guide your way through that system. So it's I found it to be incredibly effective, and I hope you will too.
Great. Well, like I said, we'll have a link here in the newsletter for that. And Mike, I really appreciate your time. I know a lot of people are interested in how they could be more productive, and I highly recommend your stuff. I just love it.
Thanks, Dave. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to hear the feedback from people with what I've presented, for you, as well as what they can pick up from me.
Sounds good. Well, I hope they'll get in touch with us. Thank you, Mike, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Take care, Dave. Thanks.